Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the videos useful, please subscribe to the channel. So in this video, we'll solve these two problems using the concepts of vectors in R2. So let's start with the first problem. So rectangle ABCD has vertices at A, B, C and D. Determine the coordinates of point C. So the first step is to draw the rectangle ABCD. So let's assume this is our rectangle and we can label the corners. Now we have to find the coordinates of point C. Now in a rectangle, opposite sides have equal length and are parallel to each other. So therefore vectors that represent the opposite sides in a rectangle are equal to each other. That means vector AB is equal to vector DC. Now we can also use the other two opposite sides. So you can use either pair of opposite sides, you will get the same answer. So I'll use AB is equal to DC. Now we can break up these vectors into their position vectors. Now these position vectors are equal to the points that are given in the problem. So for position vector OB, we'll use the given point B. And for position vector OA, we'll use the given point A. For point C, we'll use x comma y. And for position vector OD, we'll use point D. Now we can subtract these vectors. So we subtract the x components and y components. Now on the left side, we get now these two vectors are equal to each other if their x components and y components are equal to each other. So we can write an equation for the x components and one for y components, and that will help us find the value of x and y. So our first equation is, so we can solve for x by adding 8 to both sides. So, so 8 on both sides get cancelled out. So we get x equals 0. Now we can write the equation for y. So we can isolate y by adding 11 on both sides. So we get y equals 17. Therefore, the coordinates of point C are 0 and 17. So that's point C. So this should be the final answer for the first problem. Now we can analyze the second problem. Find the components of the unit vector in the direction opposite to PQ, where OP is 11, 19 and position vector OQ is 2, negative 21. Now a vector opposite to PQ will be QP. So the first step is to find vector QP and then we'll find the unit vector. So we'll break down QP into its position vectors. Now we are given the position vectors OP and OQ. So 11 minus 2 is 9 and 19 minus negative 21 is equivalent to 19 plus 21, which is equal to 40. So this is vector QP. Now in order to find the unit vector, we also need to know the magnitude of vector QP, because the formula for unit vector is so the vector QP divided by its magnitude. So now we can find the magnitude of vector QP. So for that we should square the components of vector QP, add them and put the sum under the square root. Now we can do the square root of 1681, which is equal to 41. So this is the magnitude of vector QP. Now we can use the formula. So we should divide both components of vector QP by 41. So this should be the unit vector in the direction opposite to vector PQ. So this should be the final answer for this second problem. So these are the steps you have to keep in mind to solve a problem like this one. So I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.